Pattern predictions and look at the 2-week forecast for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Meteorologist Danielle Noyes here. You can get the 14-day forecast right in our free 5-star rated weather app for your city or town. Thousands of 5-star reviews. You're going to love it. Check it out. This is the why behind the forecast. What you may see shift or change a little bit in the app. And what you're looking at here on this map is the height to 500 millibars, essentially how high up you have to go before you hit that pressure level. Warmer layers of the atmosphere represented in orange here, cooler layers in the blues and purple. So there's a lot of warmth across the United States, but across the northeastern United States, including us here at home, we're carved out and a little kind of dip here. Some cooler air comes in through the last couple days of July. A lot of heat, record breaking, in fact, in the West Coast, the southern plains here, and we will get a little chunk of it in modified form that tries to come in towards the first week of August for a couple of days, but the cooler air is battling back. So in between, we're kind of on the cusp of that, near average temperatures through the period, although we get some warming for a couple of days before we knock it back down a little bit. And you'll see it here in the 14-day forecast. This is a New England-wide average. So notice we're cooler off the bat by about 5 to 10 degrees for a New England-wide average through the 29th, the 30th, through the end of the week. Then we're back up near normal as we head into the start of August before a little bump up in the warmth. Again, not the intense heat experienced across a lot of the western and central United States, but above average temperatures that will stay near there or near average through the 8th, 9th, and 10th of the month. Similarly, for overnight lows, it's a tad cooler here for the start of the period. Some mornings that start off around 60 towards the end of the week, the first of the month, and then generally running in the lower to middle 60s right on through the middle part of August. So no real deep, cool snaps that come in. And it will be a stretch that features more humidity than we've had lately, too. There are no clear signs of like a fresh, crisp new air mass coming in either. What happens with the jet stream, which of course steers storms, acts like a thermostat, as we get this dip that comes in and cuts off. So we have a cutoff low through this last week of July that keeps some unsettled weather around. And then right on its heels, we get another one that comes in towards the first couple days of the month with the jet stream right over us and nearby. That kicks out of here, and that's the couple of days that may see some warmer temperatures, a little bump up here towards perhaps the 6th, 7th. And then notice the jet stream nearby for 8th, the 9th, the 10th, pointed pretty much from the Midwest to New England. And that will mean an elevated chance for a number of showers and downpours around. In fact, this 14-day forecast in terms of percent chance of precipitation is the highest we've had so far this summer. So it's really elevated through this week. Keep in mind, this doesn't mean it's raining 75 to 80% of the day, but we get pockets of rain, downpours, thunder around that will linger through the end of the week before we can kick it out of here. But then that next system on its heels brings back a chance of scattered showers and thunder for the upcoming weekend, the 1st and 2nd, and then does lower for a time for a couple days before it goes back up towards the 6th and 7th as that next disturbance comes in and will stay elevated. So really every couple of days, and for the start of this period, pretty much each day, there will be an increased risk of some wet weather. For this 2-week period, that means we will end up above average in terms of precipitation. You'll see it highlighted here. The West Coast, the Southern Plains, actually pretty dry, but the eastern half of the United States, where most of the storminess occurs, including up and down the eastern seaboard, a little bullseye here from portions of the mid-Atlantic to New York, to upstate New York, and to right here in New England for the 2-week stretch. You can track everything, of course, in our app, and because this will be a humid stretch, the feels like forecast is important too. You've got the 2-week feels like forecast included in each of our membership levels. More and more of you signing up, and we're so appreciative. 4 levels to choose from. Details at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the #1 Degree Outside Weather.